Hello, I'm Crystal with Crystal and Friends Travel, and today I want to talk to you about the Disney experience. Yes, set a budget, and I see there are a lot of things on YouTube concerning budget, and they're great things, but today I want to talk to you about something a little bit different, not letting your budget drive your focus. Yes, set a budget, but then let your experience drive your planning. Create your experience within your budget. I love creating experiences. I've done it for 25 years, way before I was a travel agent, way before I was into Disney. Vacation was a big value of mine. And so because that was a big value of mine, I was always looking for a way to make a vacation for my family, even when we couldn't afford it. So I understand all the things with budgets, and I understand that sometimes we cannot afford to stay on grounds at Disney. And so there's a lot of great things out there, and there's a lot of great options about staying off ground. And we did it for years, and we loved it. In fact, I probably have the record for creating the cheapest Disney vacation for my family of 2 young boys and my husband and myself. We stayed 4 nights, and from the time we left our home until the time we returned was $500. Now, that was like 30 years ago. But that's what we could afford, and it was a wonderful experience. Not knocking any of that. But I've also learned more about Disney, and I remember the time when I said, even if I could afford it, I would never spend the money and stay on Disney. Well, I obviously didn't know what I was talking about, because once you stay on Disney, you're not going to want to go off the grounds, not for a Disney vacation. The difference is your experience. If you stay off grounds, here's what it's like. It's like going to an amusement park. When we stayed off grounds, we loved it. It's what we could afford, but we had the driving cost. Couldn't afford to stay in a hotel, so we slept in our vehicle. We made sandwiches at the park. We did what we had to do to get our 2 boys to Disney and make that experience wonderful. Then as the time went on, we got a little bit nicer hotel, and we did those things. But one year, I realized that I was going to be spending about $3,000 on a vacation, and I started looking at some of the specials. Disney is excellent with their specials. They don't have to give you a bunch of baloney because their product is so good. It's why I really enjoy selling them. They're so interactive. It creates such an experience for my guests. I get as excited as my guest about their going, what they're going to pack, what they're preparing for, and the kind of experience we want to create, because not one package fits everybody. And so sometimes there's a lot of sales packages out there that you're paying for something you don't really need. What I like about Disney is they have so many different opportunities, so many different themes, so many different experiences that can be created, and you can create what fits your family's lifestyle. And so when I seen that I was going to be spending about $3,000, I thought, well, let me research Disney a little bit more. And I seen their packages, and I priced them out a bunch of different ways because I was always trying to outsmart them a little bit, thinking I could do it a little bit cheaper. But we went with this package one year, and I think it was about $1,800 for me and my husband. For my children, I think they paid about $3,200. But with that, we got these new things, little magic bands, and everything was included. We went from an amusement park experience where I'm like, honey, that's not in the budget today. We can't buy that. No, we can't do that. We got to go back to the hotel. No, where are we going to park? Where did we park? Oh my goodness, do you have enough cash on you for the parking? Oh, did you bring your credit card? Blah, 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 blah. 2, ooh la la, ooh la la. We got on the plane. We had done interactive stuff with this online. On this line was our room, our spending budget, our dining plan, free dining plan that year, free dining plan, and our tickets. And the kids were saying to me, we don't really need 6 days at the park. We want a pool day, and we could probably do like 4. We figured it out. It was only going to be like $25 or $30 cheaper. I go, you do want the whole package Disney's offering you, because guess what? When you land and you get whisked away on the Magical Express and your luggage is going to be in your resort later. No, we are not going with everybody else down to get our luggage and get our rent-a-car or get our shuttle and go over. No, when you stay on Disney ground, you are a VIP, and you can create as much luxury as you want, but you all start off feeling very important, because all of a sudden, forget about the luggage, forget about the rental car, forget about where to catch the shuttle. There's Mickey's hand. And you go and you say hello, and you get onto a motor coach that is relaxed, that knows where it's going, that knows when it's dropping you off, that gives you your luggage. And you give them a little tip, and you go into the resort and you're said, welcome home, welcome back to Disney. Oh, Mrs. Rogers, your room's not ready. So, do you have a phone? Can we text you? You can go by the pool with the day bag that I've packed, because I don't care about the rest of the luggage. All I care about is the pool, the parks that are on here, or getting a bite to eat. And Disney is so wonderful about having something for every generation, from cradle to the grave. They have something for you to come together and also do things different. And now I can get on my smartphone, and when the kids are saying, Mom, are we going to do this? Mom, when can we do this? Mom, what about this? You'll hold up your smartphone and you say, talk to the app. Download it on your smartphone. Look what Mom's got planned for you today. And you don't have to go every day, oh, we spent this on food yesterday. Oh, we don't have that today, honey. Today we got to do X, Y, and Z. No, all of a sudden you have created a all-inclusive package for you. And I don't know how many of you have traveled outside of Disney, but I sell all kinds of travel, and I've looked at the all-inclusives, and they're great for different reasons and different things for different folks. And I would never try to talk somebody out of something they want. But I'm telling you, when you look per value, based on what you're having and what the options are, yes, other things say they do things for children, but they have an option for children. Disney never runs out of options for children. Too many people think, oh, it's just for kids. Why would I go there for an all-inclusive? I'm going to have to see kids. Well, my husband and I go a couple times a year without the kids, without the grandkids, and we have a ball. We work out, we go to the spa, we ride the bikes, we swim, we pool hop, we shop, we eat at fine dining. We create a different experience for ourselves every time we go. And we've been going a couple times a year since 2006, but I've been going since I was 13 years old. We won't tell you how many years that's been. But I have had at least 26 trips. My children just started this book for me last Christmas with pictures from every one of our Disney trips. And we've done Disney, and we've done cruising with Disney. And I'm sold out on the Disney experience because of what it gives us. If you would add everything, I'll hear people say, oh, I can stay off ground so much cheaper. You can. But usually you're not. I have stayed off grounds cheaper, but I'm telling you, we slept in the car. We made our own lunches. We didn't eat out. We ate before we went into Disney. You can. But for most people, you're flying or you're renting a car or you're driving, what's your gas? What tires did you have to put on before the trip? What oil change? What things did you have to buy along the way that you forgot? Your hotel cost, your food cost. If you would add up what you spend, not what you're spending at the parks and saying, oh, I'm staying outside of Disney cheaper. No, add up what you spent from the time you left your door to the time that you go back home. And I'm telling you, you worked really hard to meal piece it like that. Now, I know that it looks like a big chunk of money up front if I say $3,200 or $3,500 and upwards, depending where you stay, what time of year you go. But the difference is, it is all done. And when you get on that plane or you drive down or you do what you're going to do to get there, it is done. And you are now in relaxing and enjoying what is on your band. You're enjoying eating where you want, how you want. When we first started staying on grounds, we piecemealed it. Staying on grounds was the first step for us, and so we piecemealed it. And we have Tom, who has been our taxi driver for 10 years now, and he would pick us up and we would go to Walmart or Winn-Dixie. I got a little Winn-Dixie card, and we would get things, and I would do a big breakfast. I would do a big meal in the villa about the time the grandkids were sleeping, so that us women could be by the pool. And when the food was done, we would come in and we would eat, and the kids would be sleeping, and the guys would be watching them. We were playing cards, and we'd go to the park 1 or 2 days, and we did all the free things at Disney. I'm telling you, if you can't even afford the whole package, of, putting all your tickets and all your meals and stuff on here, it is still worth piecemealing it and staying on grounds, because when you stay on grounds, there's so many things, and they call it an experience. And when I first read this, I thought experience and experience. Well, how can you put money to experience and charge me more because I'm staying on grounds? Well, you just don't know until you go. Because the whole atmosphere, we know how Disney does everything with sight, sound, smell, touch. They just create a whole experience for you. When you stay on grounds, you get in that motor coach, you head toward there, they get you off. The employees want to talk to you. They want to make sure you're having a good time. They're there to serve you. It's not like, okay, lady, let me take care of you so I can take care of the next person in line. No, they go above and beyond. It's clean, it's friendly, it's beautiful, it's safe. And that same atmosphere or theme, we've been going, like I said, since 2006, and I keep creating a different theme and a different atmosphere every time we go. And you get into that theme, if you're at Old Key West or you're at the boardwalk, you get into that theme and you have a different experience every time you go. There's so many things. I was figuring up I could probably do 42 different ways and trips before I repeated anything. There's just so many options. So I think people get overwhelmed because they think, number one myth, that it's way too expensive. I'll never be able to do it. Because they think of it like a theme park, that they got to go and do absolutely everything. Disney is too big and awesome and wonderful for you to do everything in one trip. Decide what your lifestyle is about. Decide what you value in a vacation and what you would like your vacation to look like. Then find ways to create that. And that's where I come into play. You can do it on your own. I love travel so much, that's why I'm putting this out there. Yes, some people will call, some won't. It's not about that. I love seeing families have a great value time is celebrating their lives. We work hard. Sometimes we work too hard and we're working for things we can't take with us. And yet the time that we pour into one another is a great time to celebrate those that you love in your life, a great place to celebrate things that's going on in your life or that you've overcome. And I know no better place that embraces every generation for everybody like Disney does. And like I said, you can piecemeal it. And just by piecemealing it, staying on grounds, and maybe not putting everything in this wonderful little bracelet that I love, it still is so much better. You get to stay at parks earlier. You get to go to a park later. You get the free transportation. You get the atmosphere. You get the mug where everything is just there. You're not having to say to the kids, let's get in the car, let's stop by the store, let's get this, let's do that. Oh, it's going to take us this long to get back and we want to beat the traffic. I mean, it truly is an all-inclusive experience when you stay on grounds and you are VIP. And then from there, the sky is the limit. You can take it up to where you feel like the queen for the day. You can add on, and you can put everything on the bracelet. So think about it. If you are spending between $32,000 to $35,000 for a family of 4, it's more if there's more of you, then you really should look into doing the math and thinking about staying on grounds, because it will enhance your vacation and your Disney experience. And for the planner of the family, you are worth it. Have a great day. This was Crystal with Crystal and Friends Travel.